You know, when Google drops a new AI model, it's never just a simple tech update. It's a major strategic move. And with Gemini 3, they are making their biggest, boldest play yet in this high-stakes AI arms race. We're talking about a direct shot at market supremacy, with literally billions of dollars on the line. So let's get into what this really means for all of us. To really get a sense of the scale we're talking about, just think about this number, 2 billion. That's how many people are already using AI overviews, those AI-powered answers that pop up in your search results, every single month. Just let that sink in. This isn't some tiny product launch for early adopters. This is Google rolling out its most powerful AI to a massive global user base almost overnight. That's an incredible advantage. Okay, so here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to dig into why this is such a huge deal for Google right now. Then we'll pop the hood and see what makes the Gemini 3 engine tick. After that, we'll look at their battle plan, how they're going to turn all this tech into actual profit. And finally, we'll be real about the big challenges they're still facing. Right, so let's be super clear. Gemini 3 is not just another update. This is Google pushing all its chips to the center of the table. It's their attempt to define the entire future of AI and lock in their dominance. For a little while there, it felt like they were playing catch-up. But this is their big move to get back in the driver's seat. And the stakes could not be any higher. Sundar Pichai, Google's CEO, absolutely nailed it with this line. It just perfectly sums up how fast this field is moving. We've gone from AI that could just, process information to AI that can actually understand context, nuance, and maybe even what you're trying to get at. And that is exactly the space where Gemini 3 is designed to win. So what is the secret sauce here? What's actually under the hood of Gemini 3 that makes it such a big deal? Let's take a look at the core tech, because it really boils down to a couple of key ideas that are a massive step forward. First up is this big word, multimodality. It sounds really technical, right? But the idea is actually pretty simple. Think about how you operate. You listen to someone, you look at a chart they're pointing to, and you read the text on the slide, all at the same time. Your brain just blends it all together. Well, that's what multimodality lets Gemini 3 do. For a business, that might mean an AI that can watch a video of a product failing, read the angry customer email, and analyze the engineering code all at once to find the root cause. It's a whole new level of understanding. And then we have agentic capabilities. Now, this is where AI stops being just a tool and starts becoming a true partner. Think about it like this. A calculator can answer one question, but an AI agent can take a big goal like plan my entire family vacation to Italy and then figure out all the steps, booking flights, finding hotels, planning activities, and just do it. It's a huge shift from just answering questions to actually getting things done. So you've got this top-tier reasoning, this world-class ability to understand everything at once, these powerful new agentic skills, and on top of all that, it's a coding whiz. These are really the 4 pillars holding up Gemini 3's power. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Let's see what the actual data says. This is where the rubber really meets the road. These benchmarks aren't just academic exercises. They show a real, measurable jump in performance. I mean, look at humanity's last exam. That's basically a test of PhD-level thinking. Gemini 3 Pro is just in a different league. And in really tough math problems, it's not even close. For any business, that means you're getting more accurate analysis and better solutions to your hardest problems. Now, this chart right here, this is the one that should make every business leader sit up and pay attention. Vending Bench 2 isn't just a test, it's a business simulation. The AI has to make strategic moves to maximize profit over time. And look at that gap. Gemini 3 Pro isn't just winning, it's making substantially more money. This proves it can think strategically for the long term, which is a total game changer for business operations. Okay, so Google has built this incredibly powerful engine, but a great engine is useless if it's just sitting in a garage, right? So how are they actually getting this power into the world? Well, that's where their multi-front strategy comes in, and believe me, it's just as ambitious as the tech itself. Google's plan is pretty straightforward. Put Gemini 3 times everywhere. It's being baked right into the products you use every single day, like search. At the same time, they're giving it to developers through tools like AI Studio and this new platform called Anti-Gravity so they can build the next generation of apps. And of course, they're selling it directly to big companies through their Vertex AI platform. It's this brilliant strategy designed to create a powerful feedback loop where each part makes the others stronger. And we're already seeing this pay off. I mean, this quote from GitHub is a really big deal. A 35% jump in accuracy for software engineers, that's a massive productivity boost. We're talking about building better software faster and for less money.
That is a huge, huge win for Google and the entire developer community.
And it's the same story for big business. This quote from the cloud company Box really says it all. The holy grail for any company is to unlock the value hidden in their own data, what they call institutional knowledge. And that's exactly what Gemini 3 promises to do. It's a massive opportunity for anyone trying to get an edge.
All right, so we've got the world-class technology and a really smart strategy. But let's follow the money. How does all of this actually translate to Google's bottom line? Let's break down how they plan to cash in on this huge advantage. So, in the short term, the next year or so, it's all about defending their core advertising business and starting a new revenue stream with premium AI subscriptions. Then, looking out 1 to 3 years, the focus shifts to getting developers hooked on their platform and growing that steady, recurring enterprise revenue. And the long-term vision? Well, that's about using these autonomous AI agents to create entirely new markets we haven't even thought of yet. That's where the next wave of massive growth could come from.
Of course, it's not a straight line to the top. Nothing ever is. To get the full picture, we have to talk about the very real challenges and the intense competition that Google is up against in this race. It's not a done deal. So it really boils down to this classic bull versus bear argument. On one side, the bulls will tell you Google has the best tech, the biggest audience, and an unbeatable ecosystem. But the bears have a point too. AI hallucinations, when the model just makes things up, are a huge problem for businesses. Security is a constant worry, and the competition, especially in areas like coding, is absolutely relentless. It's a high-stakes, high-risk game. And that brings us to the bottom line. Gemini 3 is, without a doubt, Google's most powerful answer in the AI war. They've got the tech, they've got the reach, and they've got the strategy. But in what is probably the fastest, most brutal technology race in human history, is just being powerful enough to guarantee you win? That's the multi-trillion-dollar question, isn't it? And the answer is going to define the future of tech for all of us.